Okay, so I'll start this out by saying that the mind must be a vacuum. So motion equals non-motion. Non-motion equals motion. And you can look all over and see that, like in batteries, in the fact that the sun is getting bigger, in the fact of kinetic friction versus static friction. So we look at both the Stern-Gerlach experiments and the quantum numbers, and you'll find a connection there, I'm certain, if you do the experiment. You will, I'll explain the equation first. The quantum numbers have, for, let's say, the second, 4 variations. But what this unit is an equation equaling a square and then the circle of the square, and when the area changes, the other one changes, and that'll give you your stuff. Now, to integrate it, you look at the Stern-Gerlach experiment. You have 2 poles, north and south. One of them is protonic, one of them is electronic, and the electrons are moving, but the electrons are actually the non-moving ones. So when the electron goes to the other non-moving one, it shouldn't penetrate as deep. And when it goes to the protonic one, it shouldn't go, I think, hold on, give me a second. Well, then you have to look at it like a kinetic friction thing. The protons would be the kinetic friction themselves, and then the force would be the electron, and so the proton gives in, and you should get a scintillation there and not on the other one. So if you put a scintillation counter near the proton pole and you do it till you've gotten them at the ends, granted the scintillation counter doesn't change it, you have the quantum numbers explained, because, just to reiterate, you can have your n quantum number, the original one, which fits into the circular square equation, and then you have the L's, which can be -1, 0, or +1, and then you can have, the L's are typically actually n-1, but up to it from 0. And then the last one is 0, -1, +1. So you look at it that way. Do the experiment, please, somebody.